In this module, you will learn about the key financial ratios and how to interpret and apply them to pick the right stocks to build a winning portfolio. So let's begin. You will specifically learn about who decides the prices of the stocks in a stock exchange when a company gets listed, how do these prices fluctuate, and how do you identify the undervalued stocks and stay away from the overvalued stocks for your portfolio. So who decides the price of a stock in a stock exchange? Now, before a company gets listed on a stock exchange, authorized experts named as merchant bankers study the company's business model in detail. They then arrive at a valuation for a company and they decide the number of shares that the company wants to list on the stock exchange. This number of shares that are listed on the stock exchange are known as the share outstanding of a company. Remember this term, shares outstanding, because we will use this in the future topics moving on. For now, every exchange also has certain rules and regulations and policies that the companies need to adhere to before getting listed on that particular exchange. Merchant bankers help the company adhere to such rules and regulation and help in listing this company on the stock exchange. When they arrive at a valuation of a company and the number of shares outstanding for a company, the valuation divided by the number of shares outstanding is the stock price for that company at which the company gets listed on the stock exchange. This whole process is known as the initial public offering. Once the initial public offering is done and the company is listed on the stock exchange, the prices of the stock fluctuate based on investor interest in that stock. More demand means the prices rise and more supply means the prices fall. Let's understand the supply-demand dynamics a little more in detail in the next few slides. So why do these stock prices fluctuate? Just like in real life, where top performers, when they outperform their peers, their demand rises. Same goes with stocks. If any stock outperforms its peers in a particular sector, then its demand rises. Now, the same goes when the supply of a stock increases in a stock market. If the supply increases, then the prices tend to fall, and these are the guys that are underperformers in that category. When the supply increases and the prices fall, it shows that the investors are not interested in that stock and the stock is underperforming as compared to the other stocks in the stock market. So as a general rule, if the demand is greater than supply, then the stock price will go up, and if the supply is greater than demand, then the stock price will go down. But what makes these people to create the supply and demand? And that's what we need to understand in little more detail. So supply and demand characteristics in economics can be clearly understood from key financial ratios, which we will see in the topics moving forward. Key financial ratios of a company indicate their current and future performance. However, it's important to understand and interpret these key financial ratios in the correct manner to pick the right stocks. Just learning the formulas and calculating the key financial ratios is not enough. Learning how to interpret them is the real art in picking the right stocks. So I'm sure you'll all agree that luck cannot simply replace the sound application of knowledge and wisdom in stock investing. The person who depends on luck is surely going to lose money in the stock markets over a longer period of time. So sit up, learn and practice again and again with virtual money before you go on to invest your real hard-earned money in the stock markets. All the very best.